Fear. It haunts us everywhere we go. But some of us have an increased dosage of a particular fear. These are known as phobias. Surely somebody in this room has one or two extreme fears. Fears that makes your heart pound, leave your hair standing on their end, leave you pale and wide-eyed. Can somebody talk about their fears? Okay, moving on. I have a friend in my bus. He has arachnophobia, or the fear of spiders. Once I showed him a picture of an extremely creepy spider from my book and he kind of freaked out, jumping back with immense force, letting loose a trail of swear words. Since then, I've threatened him that the next time I would bring a live tarantula and plop it on his back. Most people have heard of arachnophobia, but have you heard about the fear of puppies? Meet Marvin Cruz. He has cynophobia, or the fear of dogs. He is a 47-year-old, heavily tattooed bodybuilder who cries at the sight at a puppy. At the sight of a dog, he runs back home even if his home is a few miles away. In an attempt to get rid of his fear, he held a dog. Then, now let's go to the history of phobias. A phobia is a type of anxiety disorder that causes an individual to experience extreme irrational fear about a place, object, living creature, or even a situation. A person with a phobia usually shapes their lives to avoid what they consider to be dangerous. What phobias are is a Greek word and a Greek god of fear. It comes from the Greek word and the Greek god of fear, phobos, meaning fear, aversion, or morbid fear. In Greek mythology, Phobos was the twin brother of Deimos, the god of terror. Many Spartans worshipped him, believing that fear could strip their bodies of strength and leave them powerless in the wake of war. There are mainly three types of phobias: social phobia, social anxiety, specific phobia, and finally agoraphobia. First is specific phobia. This is an intense or rational fear about a specific trigger. It can be caused by, it is called as simple phobias because their triggers are usually easily identifiable causes that usually don't occur in a person's life. Next is social phobia or social anxiety. This is a profound fear of public humiliation or being singled out or judged by others. It is not the same as shyness. The idea of large social gatherings such as weddings can cause a person who has social phobia an immense lot of stress. Then next is agoraphobia. This is the fear of a situation from which it would be difficult to escape if the person were to experience extreme panic, such as being in a lift or being outside of home. Next is the causes of phobia. The first is particular incidents or traumas. For example, a person who experiences a lot of turbulence on a plane may have a fear of flying. Then, learned incidents from early life, such as parents who are very anxious or worried can cause a child to have a phobia later on. You might have the same phobias as your parent or older sibling. Next is genetics. Some people are more vulnerable to developing a phobia than others. Now I'm going to talk about some weird phobias. First is aquaphobia, the fear of the level of water. I can relate to this phobia. Have you ever felt that feeling of creepiness when you look at the dark side of a pool? Like the fear of not seeing what might be in an unlit area is freaking you out? Nobody? Okay. Moving on, next is triskaidekaphobia, which is the fear of the number 13. Americaphobia, which I kid you not is a real thing, is the fear of American people and things. Levophobia, the fear of anything that sits at the left side of your body. Barophobia, the fear of gravity. And lastly, the funniest one, hepatisophobia, is fear of sitting down. There are many of these weird phobias and the list goes on and on. And as there are problems, there are solutions. One of the main things, two medicines that are used for phobias are beta blockers and antidepressants. Beta blockers reduce stimulating effects of adrenaline, and also while antidepressants are used to act on neurotransmitters to influence mood so that the patient does not fall into the anxiety again. Next is psychotherapy sessions, such as for people who have extreme fears. Then exposure therapy, which is to expose a person with their fear under guidance, like Marvin Cruz holding puppy. Today we learned about phobias, types of different phobias, history of phobias, and names of some phobias, and how to treat them. If you or someone you know has a phobia,